Hey everyone, welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial video. Today we're going to be going kind of in the same theme that we have been in the last couple of days, and that is I'm going to bring to you guys 3 more starter farms that you guys will need in your survival world, or at least some that I highly recommend. If you guys haven't checked out those videos, definitely make sure that you guys go ahead and do that. They will strongly help you guys out in whatever survival world that you guys are actually playing in. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the first farm. And before we actually get into it, if you guys could go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below, it would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to be starting with a cactus farm. Now, this one is going to be relatively small. We're actually not going to make it overtly big by any means. However, you guys can scale this up. You can actually make it taller if you would like. However you would like to do it is completely up to you guys. And I do have other ones here on the channel if you guys would like to have further information on them. So anyway, let's go and get started. We're just going to go ahead and place it right here. The first thing we're actually going to do is put in our double chest. We're going to put a hopper right behind that. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and surround this with whatever blocks that you guys want. And we're gonna have to replace that one, and we want this to be a 5 by 5 area. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then that's 1, and then that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Kind of match that up right there. And then right here we're gonna go ahead and place in our water bucket. We're gonna go ahead and place down sand right there, right there, right there, and right there. We're going to go ahead and put some cactus on the top of that. And then what we need to do is just go ahead and surround this whole thing with glass. Wow, they grew up really fast. That's right. I probably have my tick speed up just a little bit still from the other day. No problems. And we're going to go ahead and actually we're going to replace this one with any stair will be fine. Then we can actually just go up couple higher on this. Again, it doesn't have to look all that pretty by any means, but anyway, what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and start by putting just one anywhere on the side. Then we're going to bring that over and into the very middle. Then we're going to go ahead and put one on each of the sides, and there we go. So now it will have a little bit of loss. All cactus farms do. Not all cactus farms are 100% efficient or effective by any means. So just keep that in mind. But honestly, this does a pretty good job. I can't remember what my random tick speed is actually at right now. It is quite high if I remember right. So the normal one is going to be at 3. So it's obviously not going to grow quite that fast. You guys should be able to see it at its normal tick speed. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to our next farm. And our next farm is actually going to be a bamboo or a sugarcane farm. Either one will actually work just fine. All right, so like I said earlier, this one could either be a sugarcane or bamboo farm. Either one is going to be completely fine. However, if you are going to be building a sugarcane farm, there is just a slightly different design, and we're going to get into that here in just a moment. So these are expandable. Both of these are 100% expandable. So just go ahead and remember that. What we're going to do is we're just going to make this 5 wide for the time being. And then we're going to go ahead and place in our dirt. Because sugarcane and bamboo can be grown on either sand or dirt. Either one will actually work just fine. And we're going to go ahead and throw in our blocks right here in front of it. We're going to put in our double chest right here with our hopper into the side of that chest. Actually, you could put it right here if you want to. Like that. And then we're going to go ahead and put in our other block there. Put in our water bucket there so that everything is flowing into that hopper. And then you're going to go ahead and plant your bamboo or your sugarcane. Now, if you guys are wanting to actually grow a sugarcane, this one will actually work just fine. But if you guys make it any bigger and there's not enough water in the front of it, what you guys are actually going to have to do is break the blocks in the back and just extend it by 1 in the back. And then just go ahead and fill in these with water. And that's all that you really need to do to make sure that that is actually working just fine. So if you guys have any complication where the sugarcane isn't growing, then just go ahead and do what I just did a second ago. We're going to build up around this thing like so. And we're going to go ahead and place in our glass around the entire build. And then I actually like to go one higher just because it seems like some of it actually does break off from time to time. Then we're going to go ahead and place in some blocks right behind it. Again, we're not making this all pretty by any means. We're just making this functional. So you guys are going to need a couple pistons and some observers as well. So what you're going to do is go ahead and place the pistons down here at the bottom. You're going to go ahead and flip around to the back and make sure that you guys are facing that way. To get in your observers, go ahead and put your blocks behind it, and then go ahead and grab some redstone, and then just go ahead and place the redstone dust across the top there. If you guys are making it more than 15, it's perfectly fine, but it's only going to fire 15 at a time because that's all the further the signal strength will go. And if we were to increase our random tick speed, you'll see that this actually works just fine. Like I said earlier, sometimes you do need to go up just a little bit higher just to make sure that everything is fine. Now this one will have a little bit of loss because some things can actually go ahead and get stuck on the dirt down there. So typically what I like to do, instead of using water, I actually will use a rail underneath the dirt in order to capture anything, and then put a hopper minecart below it. And then that way you never get anything lost, because anything that's actually on the dirt will be picked up. So you never have to worry about it whatsoever. So anyway, this is a nice basic starter farm that you guys can build relatively quickly, and you don't need a lot of resources in order to do it. All right, so the next design that we're actually going to do is a melon and pumpkin farm. If you guys want to be able to make this a lot bigger, you definitely can do that. I have some tutorials here on my channel that allows you guys to do it. You can make it wider or taller. Anyway, it will actually work just fine for you guys. So we're just going to go ahead and start. We're just going to make this 4 wide, so that way we can do basically one of each. So there is our 4. We're going to go ahead and place down some of our dirt right there. Then what you guys need to do is, wherever you guys are going to be tilling, then what you would want to do is put in some type of light source behind here. And then wherever this one is at, the other side is, then this is where your water is actually going to go. Just like that. Now what you're going to do is go ahead and grab your observer, because that's actually going to be facing right on top of the sea lantern. Then we're going to go ahead and place in a block right there, right behind the observer. And then we're going to need a regular piston right there, and also right there. Then we're going to need a piece of redstone dust in order to go ahead and activate that. Then we need to go ahead and till this area real quickly. Not using a axe, because that's actually not going to do anything. And the reason that we put the light behind where the till area is going to be, because it's going to make it nice and light. So if you happen to build this underground, then at least you can light up this entire area and not have to worry about it. We're going to go ahead and place down our seeds that we're going to be using. And then if you guys want to go ahead and bone meal it, that's going to be perfectly fine and acceptable. And what you can do is just go ahead and get that to be grown all the way up. That means the next one will actually be a full melon or pumpkin, depending on whatever decides to grow. Again, you guys can do the water thing here, where I'm actually going to go ahead and place in just a hopper there, and we're going to go ahead and grab a chest. We're also going to go ahead and grab some glass. We'll just put in one of the chest there. And then we're going to go ahead and place in our just one more up. And then that's all that you should actually need in order to make sure that it falls down and into the hopper down below. Again, if we change the random tick speed up for both of these farms, you're going to see that we're going to get some melons growing there. Thought I actually planted melon, pumpkin. Yeah, there goes the pumpkin. Obviously, we should get more of the other ones there. Let's go ahead and get that there. Let's go ahead and get our water back there. And there we go. Now everything will actually be captured right here in this chest over time. And that's all you guys actually need to go ahead and do in order to get this farm up and running. And then you can see that we got our sugarcane farm growing. And then, like I said earlier, we're going to get a little bit of loss right there. And then we got our cactus farm producing pretty good over there, thanks to some random tick speed. But anyway, hopefully this does help you guys out. And if it does, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. And you guys stay gaming.